Hey everyone, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I'm coming at you today with mostly a Definity video, but a little bit of VeVe and OMI and daCAT and myself as well. Guys, if you're new, welcome. For not, welcome back. I love you all. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. Commenting, liking, and subscribing is a free way to help support the channel. Non-free ways are Patreon and smashing that super thanks button down below. So I'll start off with Definity here. When they went on and posted yesterday, and I felt like this needed a video, they say in 2025, every institution wants to trade digital assets, but they need rails that look and feel like TradFi, not MetaMask. That's why Definity exists, a trading venue built for institutions by ex-Barclays and Lloyd execs. There's a thread that I'm going to read that is on Twitter if you want to go find it. Institutions are entering crypto. It's no secret. But they're not swapping on Uniswap or aping into altcoins. They're using bespoke infrastructure built for compliance, custody, and scale. In this thread, we'll break down what Definity markets are, why banks and funds are using it, and how Definity gives a front row seat to the institutional flow. Basically, they're building a neutral trading venue built for institutions, not retail. It lets banks, funds, and asset managers trade digital assets with separation of custody and execution, so no more FTX-style blowups, compliant infrastructure with real legal wrappers, deep liquidity routed via familiar TradFi rails, and AI-powered risk tools for smarter exposure management. It's not an exchange. It's the invisible plumbing institutions need to trade crypto safely, and is already integrated with a AA-rated bank, not planning to, like a lot of other companies. So why are institutions turning to Definity? Definity clears the three biggest hurdles holding for institutions back. Counterparty risk, custody, and execution are fully separated. Then you have compliance. It's built with regulatory clarity from day one. And three is credit. It offers a novel intermediation model so they don't have to face exchanges directly. It's TradFi grade plumbing for a digital asset future. And institutions are lining up. There's one tier one bank is already on board, and that's just the start. There are much more in the pipeline. And the rails that they're using to trade digital assets, they're already live. Most people don't even know that this exists. There's one digital asset tied directly to the infrastructure. It's been live for over a year, quiet, under the radar, but as institutional volume ramps up, so will its relevance. 2025 is the year institutions enter crypto, and some already have. The next wave of crypto adoption won't be meme coins. It'll be banks, funds, and institutions moving billions through compliant rails, and Definity's built those rails. Definity is the picks and shovels infrastructure for the institutional crypto gold rush. And the DEFX token is our native token built into that infrastructure with utilities tied to the flow of institutional funds through the Definity platform. And if you're serious about catching the next leg of crypto adoption, not just speculating, but positioning it, keep an eye on Definity, smash that subscribe button. And you might think, well, seem to be doing a lot, but the token doesn't really have a large market cap and has a bit lower liquidity. And you'd be correct. There's only $20,000 in volume on the day, and it's under a $5 million market cap. There's $4.6 million market cap, but fully diluted is about $5.1 million. It is available on Uniswap and MEXC. And be advised that the Definity token and the Definity Markets company, although they work synergistically together, and we'll get to that in a second, they are two different things, and Definity Markets as a company is worth quite a bit more than the token. And again, I want to say that's why I think the token is undervalued. Just my opinion, not financial advice. And if you're interested in the tokenomics, the Definity token plays a central role in the Definity ecosystem. It has a fixed supply, and there are a number of utilities that result in both demand drivers for the token, as well as mechanisms that slow the token velocity. There will also be utilities that result in Definity being burned. Thus, the tokenomics of Definity are designed such that it has a deflationary structure. The primary utility of Definity is to facilitate discounts on Definity services. Each Definity product has an associated DEFX utility that will enable discounted fees. Now, discounted trading fees are going to be like a dime a dozen with this company. Basically, there are two ways in which institutions can benefit from the reduction in fees through the Definity token based on how they choose to pay those fees. Either fees are included in the bid-offer spread, in which case institutions can hold Definity to get discounted trading fees. This is expected to be over 100,000 of Definity per fund. The utility is expected to start in the second half of 2025. Alternatively, they can choose to be invoiced monthly. In this case, they can receive a 20% discount on the invoice if they elect to pay with Definity token rather than fiat currency, and a portion of these Definity will be burned. This utility is expected to start in the second half of 2025, just a few weeks from now. And they have gaming repo, they have access to the anomaly detector, market making services, all of which offer a 20% discount. And again, I would say that a lot of these you have to have $100,000 or more to receive a lot of these discounts. So big institutions will be buying a lot. There's also buybacks and burns. So in addition to the above utilities that I talked about, at random intervals, a variable percentage of profits will be used for Definity buybacks and burns. The frequency is at random and the amounts variable in order to ensure that Definity maintains its status as a utility token and avoid it ever becoming something akin to a synthetic fixed income product, which may be construed as a potential security in the eyes of regulators. Although when this was thought of, this is when a much, much different SEC, a much different administration was in. Now that you have a very pro-crypto administration and a very pro-crypto SEC, this is not really a concern anymore. I'm also going to read the most recent joint press release that Definity has done with the real Randy Chavez. It says, Definity Markets invests in the real Randy Chavez YouTube channel to boost digital asset education across investor segments. London. Definity Markets, the first full-stack institutional digital asset matching and settlement platform for fiat and digital assets, is thrilled to announce its strategic acquisition of an equity stake in the popular YouTube channel, The Real Randy Chavez. This investment marks a significant milestone in our ongoing partnership with Randy Chavez, who has been a shareholder and advocate for Definity Markets since 2023. Randy Chavez, known for his engaging content and in-depth analysis of the crypto and financial markets, along with his new daCAT universe premiering on VeVe later this year, has built a loyal and dedicated audience on his YouTube channel. With a keen eye for emerging trends and a passion for educating his viewers, Randy has become a trusted voice in the industry. His content aligns perfectly with Definity Markets' mission to democratize access to financial markets and provide transparent, secure, and innovative trading solutions. Investing in Randy's YouTube channel was a natural progression for us, said Manu Chattery, CEO of Definity Markets. Randy's expertise and reach in the digital asset community make him an invaluable partner. This acquisition not only strengthens our brand, but also allows us to tap into a highly engaged audience that shares our vision for the future of finance. Randy Chavez, who already owns a minority stake in Definity Markets, expressed his enthusiasm about the partnership, stating, I'm excited to deepen my relationship with Definity Markets to include cross-shareholding. Their commitment to innovation and transparency resonates with my own values, and I'm looking forward to continuing to educate and inform my audience about the opportunities in the institutional digital asset space. Definity Markets' acquisition of an equity stake in the Real Randy Chavez YouTube channel reflects our commitment to empowering individuals with the knowledge and tools needed to navigate the rapidly evolving financial landscape. This initiative supports our mission to promote knowledge sharing and education across digital asset ecosystem, from institutional participants to individual investors. And not gonna lie, it's a big moment for me, and a lot of the haters are crying. Anyway, moving on. Now that Definity's taken a equity stake in the Real Randy Chavez YouTube channel, what about VeVe? VeVe had posted before, it's important to be aware of sites that claim to be associated with VeVe, but are not. Two such examples are the VeVe feed and the VeVe comic feed, which are run by individuals with negative views towards the platform. Just a reminder that these accounts are not affiliated with VeVe in any way. For official updates and accurate information, always check out our official website, veve.me. And I like Mr. MC1's response saying that I've blocked these sites and the founder of the site. Same here, fam. Same here. Earlier on in my stream, somebody said, like, hey, VeVe, you guys have a big announcement coming out. Why not put it out on Randy Chavez's channel, like they did with my collectibles back in the day? Someone that used to work for VeVe would go on there and say, like, hey, let's announce it on your channel. And I thought that was great because my collectibles is an awesome dude, great guy, and I think they were kind of grooming him to go kind of take that position anyway. I, however, will likely not be taking that position because, one, it's already filled by my collectibles. He's great. We love him. And also, if I were to have any pull with VeVe, which maybe I do from time to time, I would not fight to have an announcement on my channel. Would that be cool? Yeah, I'd love that. Come on. That'd be fun. And I was half joking when I said VeVe should come by part of the channel. I say half because that would be cool. That would help obviously deepen our relationship as lovers, no, as business partners. But if I did have any pull and I could make a request, it would be for them to go in and buy part of the daCAT IP. Because then they'd be able to go in and take the characters that I'm building, where I have probably a good couple thousand users that are going to come in before the end of the year from these comics, and then they'll be used by VeVe in whatever way, shape, or form that they want to, and I give them authority, because again, I'm the the major IP holder. Anyway, I just thought that would be fun, and I think that would do well for OMI, because what's good for VeVe is good for OMI, which is good for me. So it is a little self-serving because I hold a lot of OMI. And even though, yes, I wrote the Ladies on the Soul comic, and I will finish the Space Penguins comic in the next like 20 hours. I'll finish that. They won't have access to those characters unless, you know, we come to a deal. They would get access to over a dozen characters that I have created myself, though, and I think that would be great. I think that would help onboard users, especially the younger folk, because they tend to like animals. Girls like cats. I feel like that would be a very nice fit. But again, just an idea. Also, before we end tonight's video, I would like to pay respect to Brian Wilson, Beach Boys founder, died at 82, and I'll leave you with these words. None of the guys go steady because it wouldn't be right to leave your best girl home on a Saturday night. Anyway, guys, that's it for me. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. Everyone say bye-bye, Dashi. Bye-bye, Dashi. I love you all. Let me know what you think. Bye. Meow.